This is one of the grooves that I'm absolutely obsessed with right now. And yes, I'm gonna break this down for you, as well as one of my favorite linear triplet grooves. But the bigger lesson will be towards the end of the video, where I show you how to fellowship with the groove so that you can have freedom and flow inside the groove. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So before we dive into this first groove, I think it's important to explain what linear means. Linear just means on a drum set that no two limbs play at the same time. If I was to play my standard pop rock beat, this guy right here, right away it's non-linear, because the very first note I play, I've got two limbs playing at the same time, bass drum and right hand. Then on the third note, 1 and 2, both hands play together, so that's non-linear. If I wanted a similar groove to be linear, then I would play 1 and 2 and 3. Everything is now separate. Kick, hat, snare, hat. Kick, hat, snare, hat. So that's what linear means when we're talking about drum set, whether it be grooves or fills. Now let's dive into that first groove. So the first groove, just to remind you, sounds like this. And it's such a fun groove to play, so let's break it down 4 notes at a time. The first 4 notes are kick, right, right, kick. That's 1 E and a. Then for 2 E and a, we've got right, right, left, left, ghosting the left hand on the snare. Then for our next 4 notes, you're going to come down with the right hand, right, left, right, left. So it's all singles, not too bad. And then for the last 4 notes, that's where the magic happens. We've got hat with your left foot, right, left, ghosted, and kick. If we put it all together nice and slow, it sounds like this. And I would definitely consider this to be a halftime groove, because we're putting the main accent on 3. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1. Let's try it at our goal tempo, 120 BPM. I know you can hear the possibilities in that groove, and if you spend enough time with it, I'm telling you, it starts to loosen up and you start to have some fun with it. We'll talk about that more a little bit later. All right, now the second groove is a triplet bass groove, and I absolutely love this one. It is not a halftime shuffle, but it definitely fits in that world of 16th note triplet grooves that would work in place of a halftime shuffle. Let me show you the groove. Dirty bird on a clean fence. I love that groove. Absolutely love that groove. Let's get into it. It's extremely simple, especially if you already know paradiddle diddles. So 6 notes at a time. First 6 notes, kick, right, left, hat, right, left. Not too bad. Next 6 notes, paradiddle diddle. Left hand stays on the snare. Right, left, right, right, left, left. The next 6 notes is really just kick, right, left, kick, right, left. Nice and easy, but I'm diddling the right and the left. So kick, right, left, kick, right, left, kick, diddle, diddle, kick, diddle, diddle, kick, left, kick, right, left, kick, diddle, diddle, kick, diddle, diddle. Then I follow that up with another paradiddle diddle. Right, left, right, right, left, left. So nice and slow. Let's take the diddles out of it, and this is what we get. Even slow, that thing sounds good. All right, now let's try our goal tempo of 75 BPM. Now for the first 4 bars, I'm not going to diddle that part of the kick, right, left, but then I will, and then I want you to try it as well. Once again, possibilities. You can start to hear the possibilities in the groove of like, oh, if I tweaked this, if I changed this, it could become this thing. And that's what I'm always looking for in any groove that I get obsessed with is it just a beat? Am I learning a beat? Well, I don't want to learn a beat. I want to learn a groove environment. So let's go back to our first groove and let's start talking about like, well, what if you learn this groove? If you play it note for note, then all you're doing is playing what I just showed you. Well, you didn't really make a lot of personal growth in that. You just learned somebody else's beat. To make it a groove environment, you have to start exploring it. So in that groove, I start messing around with things, moving it. You don't have to completely change the groove, then it really becomes a drum fill. But you can just start to move little parts of it. I'll show you what I mean. And all that is just taking the exact groove as it's written and then moving the second half of the groove somewhere else, orchestrating it somewhere else. But now I want to start to embellish a little bit. I want to start to mess around with it. I have to keep that, like, I'm always thinking, what is the core fundamental part of this groove? What are the non-negotiables? To me, it's that's the groove, right? Everything else is just notes. It's just window dressing. But if I completely leave that, then we've left the groove environment, and I don't want to do that. So I just mess around a little bit, and I start orchestrating, I start having some fun, and then I just see where it takes me. Exploring a groove is so much fun because I'm not trying to play a drum solo here. What I'm trying to do is find out, are there any other variations that I like more than the original groove itself? And that's what I want for you. I want you to explore this thing, and then as you're playing, you go, oh man, Mike showed me this thing and it was pushing me in this direction. But then I did this little variation over here, and I think I like that even more. That's a little bit of me. If you can find that, then that's the true magic in any groove. So I hope you had fun with this. I hope you'll practice the heck out of it and find your own variations. And if you want some fun linear fills to go with these linear grooves, check out this video right here.